I own a property in York County. It has an existing gas line. So my question is, do I have any legal options if I want to build a fence or put up a structure in my backyard?
Great question. So a gas line easement or any other type of utility easement is an agreement between a property owner and a utility company that allows the utility company to get access onto that property in order to do maintenance, construction, installation of facilities or things like that for electric, gas, water, sewer, anything along those lines. So those agreements are typically recorded in the Land Records Office, known as the Office of the Recorder of Deeds here in York County. And once they are recorded, they are agreements that run with the land. And what that means is they're binding on all future property owners that would own that property. So to answer this question, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to the courthouse and get a copy of the easement agreement. And what you're looking for in that easement agreement is going to be a plan that would show the location of the easement. And secondly, you're going to look at restrictive language, okay? Utility easements like that typically have restrictive language that prohibits you from building any type of improvements, whether it's an actual outbuilding or just a fence, within a certain number of feet of that utility line. I'll be honest with you, it's very unlikely that you could force the utility company to allow you to build on top of the utility line. It's just simply too dangerous with settling of the earth or any other type of construction that would go on that could cause damage to that utility line. However, what you can do, take a look at that utility or that easement agreement, find out what it says, and possibly contact the utility company and see if they might be willing to do anything for you to help you out. If you have any questions on that or you need to get a copy of the agreement, contact an attorney so they can get it at the courthouse for you, and then they can do a thorough analysis to find out what your options are.
Do I need an attorney to buy a house? And if so, why?
Great question. But before I answer, there's really two ways that an attorney can be involved in the purchase of a home. Okay? The first way would be the actual negotiation stage of the contract. So that attorney could draft the agreement of sale, they can enter negotiations between you as the buyer and the owner of the property as the seller, and once they hash out all those terms, they would finalize that agreement. If you're represented by a real estate agent, which I would say 90% of first-time home buyers and even second-time home buyers or third-time home buyers are, that real estate agent is going to take care of a lot of the negotiation that's going on, okay? But in the event that you're not working with an agent, that's where an attorney can get involved. The second part where an attorney's office can get involved would be the issuance of a title insurance policy. So what would happen is that attorney, who would be a title agent for a title company, they would do a title search, they would conduct settlement, and then they would issue a title insurance policy concerning insuring the title that you have to that property, okay? What the rates are for those respective roles, in the first scenario, where the attorney is drafting and negotiating, it's typically going to be at the attorney's hourly rate, and you'll have to pay those attorney's fees either at settlement or work out an agreement with the attorney as far as how that gets paid. For the second part, the title insurance, that rate is set by statute here in Pennsylvania. So regardless of where you go, what title company or who conducts your settlement, you're going to be paying the same rate, and that rate is based on your purchase price. So do you need an attorney to buy a home? You do not. There are many people every day who buy homes without attorneys and without ever seeing attorneys. Is it advisable to have an attorney conduct your settlement? In my opinion, yes. You're going to pay the same amount, and if a legal issue would ever come up at the settlement table, you have built-in representation and it costs you absolutely no additional amount.